So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. De Ligt with the clearance. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Neymar clearly looking the key component now with
Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe fiddles it through. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. And it's Neymar. He is through here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Sporting are looking to go forward now. Now it's Valverde. It's a throw-in. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Del Piero. And that was very necessary. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Now it's Del Piero. Alvarez. Out of play for a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romario. Now it's Neymar. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Valverde. Alvarez. Now it's Neymar. João Cancelo is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, well played, well played.
Added time.
And he's there to get it away. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read. And he'll shoot here. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up for... It's fallen! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Neymar. Climbs up big! He's done very well to get to that.
Kohler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Matthias de Ligt. Number 18, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 22.
He rises! He scores! And finally he has breathed life into the game. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Costa Curta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try...
Fallen! Dealt with nicely by the defence, and that's been won straight back.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Del Piero! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Neymar, he's found a way through. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 2 to the good. They have breathing space. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Alvarez. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Harness! Oh, it's come loose. Could be danger here.
There will be
Romario.
5 minutes added time.
He's having a go. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's a chance. And that has fair fizzed.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the first goal came from this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Please join me
Kola
in
picking
wishing
up
all
the man
best
of the
for
match
members of
award,
our fan
and
club
no
celebrating
surprise. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome
Hello,
to everybody who has
welcome
joined
to
us for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. That's an excellent interception. That's a nicely measured pass. He's found the way, and Batistuta! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot. And that's off target.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter. Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him. Neymar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Messi. And that's a throw-in. Neymar. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Adams. McAllister. Nice interception, well timed. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been won straight back. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That pass isn't the best. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice bit of trickery.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Liverpool deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they...
Terrific header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Shevchenko. Messi. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's a sharp little ball here. Hits one! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, what has happened here? Costa Curta getting this one clear. Neymar. Shevchenko does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's quick to snatch it back. McAllister. Forwards and with intent. That is good alertness. That's really well manoeuvred. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players... Shapes to shoot! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Fabian Ruiz. Well, that's well seen too. Adams. Costa Curta. And he goes cross-field. Van der Vaart. Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Costa Curta. Collier. The ball has bounced loose now. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart. And it's Neymar.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
To the staff room immediately.
Romario. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Neymar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Quality ball. Caceres spots it and intercepts.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. And it's skewed away. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And that's been won straight back. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Oh no, what has happened here? Bellingham with it's a mighty effort! And he's managed to get rid. Neymar. It's Van der Vaart. That's been cut out, well played. Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's from Mario. He's found a way through. Can he put it away? There it is! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Van der Vaart. That has been cut short. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Batistuta! And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
With the owner of a blue car
It has
parked
been a
outside the
remarkable
stadium
contest,
gate, kindly
decorated
remove
by
it, as it is
goals,
about to be towed
and
away.
2 between them at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Bellingham. Coming on
Here's
the
the
field
start of the second
is
half.
Number 20,
And it's
Declan.
Neymar.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, terrible pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Belletti. And the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. So, what can they make of this? João Neves calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Deco placing it. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And
The
it's
attendance
Romario.
for this match was
Caceres.
70,987.
Nice bit of trickery. Romario. Rodri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played through for the wide man. And now they can clear their lines. And he's quick to snatch it back. Van der Vaart. Threads one in. Romario. Van der Vaart. Rodri gets across to intercept that. And here's Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Romario!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Deco hits one! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
After 84 minutes,
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Deco! Substitutions taking place.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Neymar. Belletti.
There will be 5 minutes added
It's
time.
Neymar! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Luis Suarez. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Now with a quick request for support.
Thrilling,
for our
nail-biting,
charity
perhaps
fund,
frustrating
Champions
until the
Football.
very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody,
but
and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lloris claims it. Could move up a gear here. And the pass is intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that should get the job done.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Romario.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Torres! Oh, good-looking ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vittoria applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that's...
He's going for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Platini really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he thumps it clear. Ernest. And he's intervened well there. Deftly away. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Nedved. Platini. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's had it taken off him. He's played him through, and this is... And the shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing...
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1-1.
Intoxicated or behaving in an
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1.
Number 10, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is
Vittoria get the ball rolling for the second period. Torres. He could be in here. Nedved and Serginho. Nedved is in a really good position out wide. Oh, what a climb! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Victoria get themselves into the lead. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Victoria appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's picked out the run.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product.
Oh, that's ambitious. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Harun. Coming on the field is number 15, Guti.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Platini. Played back in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
Torres! He should have put that one away.
Torres has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Rafael van der Vaart. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Zerberto.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Caught offside that time. Passing nice and neat. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. And it's Guti.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Darwin. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nedved. Now it's Darwin. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on through. Has another go! White. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just... Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Back into the middle. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Batistuta. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now the finish! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's from Mario. Van der Vaart. Chance for the header! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Guardiola cuts it out. Conte. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's been repelled. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. The ball's gone astray.
Has been
Oh,
indicated.
good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Oh, good ball. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution on the field.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Coming on the field is...
We're already back up and running after half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. That is good alertness.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's a little off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rummenigge, Batistuta. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The attendance for this
No messing
match
about,
was
just bludgeoned away.
71,649.
And they're quick to get it back. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. Bergkamp. And Mendes. Gently done. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Nuno Mendes. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Belletti. That's a shade optimistic. Odo. Guardiola. Bergkamp. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's going to go a long way. That is a great ball.
Santos need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 1 minute
Is
added time.
offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van der Vaart clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Koundé. Forwards and with intent. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he was quick to react. Spread out to the left. And no, that was never going to make it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Guti. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Batistuta. No goals as yet. Well read. Nice interception. Looking for the run. Oh, he's onto this. He can get that clear. And here's Romario. And Romario! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
.30 minutes gone. Batistuta. Now it's Guti. Van der Vaart. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Nicely weighted ball. It's a mighty effort! In he goes again! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed...
Torres! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it
There
back
will be 1 minute
and bit hard.
added time.
Things starting to look very comfortable. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back on the way. Romario, out to the left it goes. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neymar. And here's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nesta.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He could be in here. Oh, great ball. Harun! They are rampant. And they are cruising away. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And Romario! Eto. And he's picked out the run. Now, can he find a finish?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Neymar might just make this. Ernest. Now it's Torres. Torres! Great football, shot and save.
Fernando Torres controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Taken back almost at once. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's played forward. Conte. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cruyff. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerable...
Cruyff! Oh, that is rather wayward.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Number 8, Harness. Coming on the field is number 15, Guti. Substitution.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, well played. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good alertness. Deco. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Costa Curta. Zico is onto it in a flash. Lloris catches it safely. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van der Vaart. Well timed, excellent interception. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And they're back on the ball again. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Stood up well to him there. Zico.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Akliouche. He can get that clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And there is the half-time whistle. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Within these grounds.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Darwin Núñez.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 10, substitution.
Well, I can
in
imagine
progress.
both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Big header! And he thumps it clear. And here's Zico.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Romario. He could be in here. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. Big chance! It's in! There is the breakthrough!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Substitution. The attendance
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Manchester United have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Some resolute defending there. Koundé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Akliouche. The muscular approach does pay off here. Romario.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Doué. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pass is just off target. Rodri. Doué! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Zico, nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. Deco, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's well spotted. Look at the space here. Collar! Oh, taken with style. And what a climax we have here.
After 89
That looks like a
minutes,
preconceived plan.
number
Win the ball
20,
and then unleash.
Jan Koller. Substitutions taking place.
This is threatening to become a
Added minutes
really
has
good
been
game.
indicated.
Oh, such a clever touch. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head to it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's been cut out, well played. And we're done. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle. And when you watch him...
Decent hit! Goal! Santos! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bellingham. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu spots it and intercepts. And it's Schneider. Back, there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cafu, he's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Van der Vaart with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but... Harun! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Messi. That is a great pick out. There's no flag. Van der Vaart, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's run loose here. Messi, and the shot! He scored! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Spread neatly. Oh, now the finish! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Out to the left it goes. Nesta. And they can counter here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Terrific header! He's got a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
This match was 71,550.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bellingham. Now Ruben Diaz. Roberto Carlos. And he's forced to go back. Adams. Cafu. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Santos can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he cuts out the supply. Van der Vaart. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. He can run onto that, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Cleared without complication. Batistuta, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Number 9, Schneider. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 22,
Oh, it's terribly
Beckham.
wayward.
Number 20,
And that has gone
Pedri.
straight into
Substitution
touch.
taking place. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've
And
seen,
now,
Jim?
I'd just
Well,
like
neither
to
side
read
could
out
get
our
over the
third
line
problem.
here.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can
everybody,
see,
and
we are
welcome
all
to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Vinicius Junior! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And the pass is intercepted. Smoothly does it. Looking for the runner. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gets his pass away, spread out to the left. Still goalless. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ernest. That pass has been well intercepted. Santos upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Van der Vaart. It's run loose here. Rummenigge.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodri. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Vinicius Junior. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. And he's managed to get rid. And Hakimi. Rummenigge. Has a look and plays it forward.
Look, it's a run defence.
And we hit half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Fernando Torres.
And we're
Coming
underway
on the
again.
field is number 20.
So the first half brought no goals. Varela. Santos finding their passes, looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been Vinicius Junior! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Santos have fired. Bellingham! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
No, again there's no way through. Rummenigge. That's a nicely measured pass. And that's a superb... Can he finish? They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
The attendance for this match was
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well timed, excellent interception. He's played him through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hakimi climbs up big. Decent enough try.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Beckenbauer. Number 7. Rafael
Are certainly
Vandervaart.
playing with an intense
Coming on the
focus
field,
in executing their plan
number
here.
19,
Well, they've got it again.
Costa. Number 22,
Bellingham.
Daniel Van Buiten. Number 18,
Zé Roberto.
Roberto.
And here's the chance to counter. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's had a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Coming on to replace him is
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Santos find a position of real strength. There's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Saliba gets it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Great ball, and he's in here. Bellingham. Searching ball man into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Vinicius Junior. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Romario. Oh, good ball. And he's certainly onside here.
Substitution in progress.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Oh, delightful ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Romario. Looks to clip it forward. Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Look at the space, it's Luis Suarez! Goal, man! The breakthrough strike!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well timed, excellent interception. Luis Suarez. Adriano. He's got away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
James did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking for the runner here. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
Griezmann. And that has been clubbed away. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Harun. Now it's Torres. Decent hit! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Added time.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And we hit half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side.
And a quick announcement.
It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1-1.
Please look at the screen for information.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And it's Griezmann. Header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Petit cuts out the pass. No way through. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. Zico. That's good running with the ball. That is good alertness. Neymar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lobbed in behind. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. James. And it's Neymar. Thiago Silva is there, and he can get that clear. Fiddles it through. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Neymar. And he was quick to react. Belletti. Ah, he's given it away. And he's lost his man here. Now the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
No, that's been intercepted. Deftly away. He won't be happy with that one.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And they've got rid. Zico.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lewis tries a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Milan have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one
Those have
team
been
might
making their
be
way
happier,
home.
but...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Romario can get it clear. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
Iniesta. And it's Petit. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Neymar. Romario. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Torres. Romario. Adams deals with that comfortably. And it's Messi. Lovely ball and the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Adams. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a hit! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration.
Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Belletti. Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
There will be 3 minutes
Rodri.
added time.
Here's Caceres. Van der Vaart. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And now they can clear their lines. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2 goals to 1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Now it's Neymar. Has a look and has a go.
This is the time you need that pace.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Still they trail and time is ticking
The
away.
attendance for this match was
Shevchenko looking to run onto it. That'll be a throw-in. Van der Vaart.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shevchenko, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, Red, nice interception. Romario. Now it's Neymar. And he was quick to react. And he thumps it clear.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that was very necessary. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that would have won it.
Batistuta has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Number 7, Iniesta. Number 3, Emmanuel Petit. Coming on the field, number 6, Erling Haaland. Number 8, Pedri. Number 23, Beckham. Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Romario getting this one clear. Beckham to take it as usual. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Costa Curta.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Dealt with nicely by the
2
defence.
added minutes has
Collar
been indicated.
might just make this. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Nicely aimed pass. There's the hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result. Efootball.